They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Five on your sides, Robert Townsend. Talk to the owner and customers.
Kelly, the restaurant owner, tells me he wanted a business where people 30 years old and older can go, enjoy, and have a peaceful time. And with that, he says, come age limits.
What's up, little brothers? Y'all good?
Welcome to Bliss.
What's poppin', everybody? Happy Friday. Happy sip on that Friday. You are now jamming with Juice.
What's up,
I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And I got my boy Ben jamming with me.
It's amazing.
And of course, DJ Brothers Z on the ones and twos. And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. How y'all feeling out there, Truth Nation, on my juicy jammers?
Drunk.
You should be drunk, okay? Yesterday was your birthday, been jamming. I know you turned up. I know you was lit.
Yeah, it was
so
pretty
tell
cool.
us what you ended up doing, because you hadn't really had it all figured out.
Oh, man. You know, I just allowed the universe to give to me what it gave to me yesterday, and it wound up giving me a hangover. All right, that's what ended up happening. All right, I don't want to go into too depth into what my birthday was, but you know what? Had a good time, and thank you, God, for another year around the sun.
Man, I told you. I said, Ben, don't be coming into work with no hangover. You know we got work to do on Friday.
Hey, and we here working though. You know we here working. I got my coffee and
your energy low.
No, man, because you know I'm sipping on this. You know I'm sipping on this today. I'm sipping on my coffee, and y'all know what we do every Friday. We do our segment, sip on that. And if there was anything I have to sip on or sip for, or anything that you want to sip for, make sure that you do call in, text in, all about it at 833-212-1017. But I'm thankful for recovery right now. Okay, I'm thankful for recovery.
So is coffee really a recovery for a hangover? Because I have read that before.
Yeah, man. You know what I think it helps out for real is because all real coffee drinkers know you drink a bunch of coffee and it ends up helping out your liver. Your liver is then able to dispel all the toxins inside your liver, so it makes you poop. Okay, it makes you poop. So
right away too.
Yeah. I mean, it just runs right through you. I like it though. I like the feeling.
I bet you do like the feeling of stuff going in and out of your anus.
I'm just saying, it makes you feel clean, makes you feel pure. Everybody's always talking about these detoxifications they trying to do. I mean, all you need to do is sometimes
do a natural one.
Yeah, do a natural one, just a little coffee.
I just don't like that. It'll literally hit you when you least expect it.
Oh, it's going to hit
like,
you.
Man, I got something to do. Literally.
No, for real. You got something to do, okay? No, you're right, though, because at one moment, you're just sitting there, everything's fine. You're cool, homie. Y'all eating. Y'all could have watched the game last night, watching the Mavericks take on the Celtics. Well, I don't know who your money was on, all right? But ultimately, you're doing all those types of things, and next thing you know, bloop, 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 bloop. Blip, 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 blip.
Right, and it don't ever be no good ones. It always just be like a different type of one, you know? Like, I don't know. Coffee's a weird thing, you know? But that's what you sipping for? That's what you sipping on? For your sip on that Friday?
That's one of the reasons I'm sipping. Another reason I'm sipping or sipping on that. Another reason I'm sipping on that this Friday or even just this weekend is because this weekend, if y'all don't know by now, you must have been hiding underneath the rock, but it's Wisconsin Fest tomorrow, all right? So I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to hit the Soulja Boy
You ready to turn up?
You know, I'm ready to kick it with Waka Flocka, see the likes of Akon, see T-Pain tomorrow, you know. So I'm geeked up. La Russell, you know, I'm geeked up. I'm geeked up, man. Hip-hop is in the building. I'm here to see, can't wait to see all the local talents here in Milwaukee actually turn up tomorrow at Wisconsin Fest and see how well the performances go. I know it's going to be amazing. You know, it's going to be something for the city. And I think ultimately, you know, I think T-Pain's here to stay.
Oh, of course. Like, I think he's going to invest a whole lot of different business ventures here in not just Milwaukee, but just all around Wisconsin, because he's taking this Wisconsin thing like far further than what I would have thought he would have done. Because, you know, unfortunately, it's Wisconsin. And people's last name, Chano something.
It's like Chano Bands or something?
No, it's Chano Nash. Chano Nash.
There we go.
Young Cash, and then there's another one. The people who are on his Nappy Boy Entertainment, you know, his artists, he makes sure all of them come through. But for Wisconsin Fest specifically here in Milwaukee, he brings everybody else, which is actually really dope because I'm sure that there are a lot of people who come to this concert from other states, because where else are they gonna get Akon and T-Pain together?
And Waka Flocka and Soulja Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these people who will be here. So that's really dope. If y'all don't have tickets, I'm sorry, it is sold out.
It's really been sold out for like a whole month now.
But we got them. So check our story tomorrow so you can see all the fun that we're going to have. Literally. But that's what's up. That's what you sipping for. I can sip to that too. I'm going to sip to that too, y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, sip to that. Now, let me tell you what I'm sipping for, because mine is I was irritated this week.
For why?
I was irritated this week to the point where I said, oh my God, where is the weekend? Because I can't wait to sip to this. Don't y'all just hate drivers with no driving IQ? That irritates the life out of me. And what specifically I'm talking about is drivers who don't know what they're doing on the street. And I have given y'all my pet peeve before of people who don't know how to drive, and they trying to parallel park, and they don't care about who's behind them. They not looking around. And I said, well, who are better drivers, white people or black people? And I'm not going down that rabbit hole today. But what I will tell y'all is the reason why I am sipping this weekend is because I hate with a passion when I am behind a car and they last minute put their turn signal on as soon as the light turns green, and now I can't get around and I have to wait. Have you experienced that before?
I've experienced a lot of that, Juice. You put me on game. I can't stand cautious drivers. That's
oh my gosh. Like, it irks the heck out of me. And it happened to me multiple times this week to the point where I said, okay, what's going on? Am I being pranked? Am I on the Truman Show? To the point where it's like, y'all really just don't put on your signal ahead of time so I can just get around? And then, like you said, the overly cautious driver who is just gonna wait and take their time, and they're gonna look both ways at least 10 times before they decide to go. It don't take all of that, sweetheart. Just drive your car. Some
folks I just think are out there driving under the influence. That's what I think.
Oh my God.
I think that's why they're overly cautious a lot of times when they're driving. It's like these dudes like who are out here driving, these people out here driving, just hit a blunt. It's like they just hit a blunt.
Man, no, it's like they need to, because they thinking too much. Okay?
But that's what I'm saying.
They out here thinking too much, and it's like, how did y'all even get a license? Because I remember they would say when you taking your test, don't be too cautious. cautious. You can get in trouble for being too cautious, taking your driver's exam. So how did y'all get y'all license? Like, I get really irked, and I don't have road rage. I know somebody out there is probably listening.
I think you do have road rage.
Somebody out there is probably listening like, oh my God, Juice is be on one in the car.
Like, this makes you more mad than it should.
No,
like,
it don't.
Like, it
no, it don't. Because
you probably yell
do
at
you not
people.
know I'm an important person? I got places to be. Okay, I got places to be, people to see, things to do, and things to accomplish. And when somebody is driving in front of me, either super slow, be below the speed limit, or if they putting their turn signal on at the last minute, didn't let nobody know, not everybody trying to hurry up and get around them, that's annoying. When you cut me off and you drive slow in front of me, I ain't gonna lie, I be wanting to hurt people. Now, do I take it out on them when I'm in the car? No.
Yes,
I don't.
you do, fam.
Because, no, I don't, though. Because I know, because I don't know who's in the car. I don't know who's in the car, and people are crazy nowadays. They can have guns. They can have road rage themselves. If you look at them some type of way, you know how some people, when they do something wrong to you, and then you can't wait to speed up on the side of them so you can look at them like,
that's you.
I don't do that.
That's you.
No, it's not. I don't do
you
that.
You the type of person who don't give a damn if they got the baby on board sign.
I really don't.
You don't care.
If you have the baby on board sign, I know for a fact that I need to get out your way because you about to make me real mad. But no, I don't have road rage because I understand that there are people out here with real road rage and will shoot you. If you look at them a certain way, if you drive on a bumper, if you try to cut them off themselves. So I don't give them that energy. All that energy is just in the car, in my car, in my vehicle. I just be mad behind the doors, behind the windows, and I don't do nothing but complain to y'all about it right here on these airwaves. So that is what I'm sipping for this weekend. That's what I'm sipping to this weekend because I was so irritated all week with these dumb IQ drivers. That, and man, I just need to get that off my chest.
Well, let's sip to that.
Woo! If you want to let us know what you sipping for, what you sipping on, whether it be something good, whether it be something that irritated you, or just a pet peeve for you, give us a call, 833-212-1017. I want y'all to share this frustration with me because misery loves company, and I want somebody else to feel miserable because I was angry all week because these drivers was really taking me there. But yeah, no, sip on that Friday.
Maybe anger needs an age limit. You know, maybe anger needs an age limit because not everybody can just like actually be angry and know what to do in their frustrations. You know what I'm saying? Or like maybe even driving needs like a heavier age limit. You know what I'm saying? Like
it definitely does.
Because it's so many kids
especially
out
for
here.
older drivers too. Like, listen.
How would you feel if, like, you know, we put an age limit on old people driving and, like, the cap literally was, like, 65?
Dang, that's young.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm saying that it should be an age limit on drivers if you literally need, like, a very heavy prescription with glasses and you, like, 95.
Like, think about it. Like, all these old people out here, a lot of times, oh, my God! Oh my God! Get in the
Maya in the building.
All right.
We gonna tell Zach or somebody to get you in, Maya.
Yeah, but see, this is why we need age limits. Like, we need age limits for these old drivers out here, okay? We need age limits because a lot of times these people are either just too heavily on drugs, especially, again, when you're an old person and you've received tons of medical care. You got you on, like, 65 different prescriptions at one time. Like, come on now, can you really drive?
Exactly, that's my point. But we actually have somebody on the line, and let us know if you have a pet peeve or just something that you are sipping on this weekend at 833-212-1017. We got Miss Nikki on the line. Miss Nikki, it's Sip on that Friday.
Nikki.
What you sipping for?
I'm going to, you know what? I just left from down there. I should have stayed to watch you guys live.
Hey.
I'm not sipping on anything this weekend. I'm actually detoxing, but I feel you. I feel you on the pet peeves when it comes to driving. I have two major ones. I absolutely dislike this. I want to say, hey, it really, when someone drives really slow in front of you, but then they speed through the stoplight, the green light,
right,
and they leave you stuck at the dang on red light because you were driving slow behind them.
Yes.
I absolutely hate that. So that's the one. And then I don't know why people do this. Whenever, a lot of times you see individuals making a right turn, they swing out left to go right.
Yes.
Oh, that irks my nerves. I'm like, why do people do that?
Because they can't drive, girl. They need help. Oh my gosh. Like, there are so many driving things that really just grind my gears.
It sounds like y'all bump into a bunch of women out there while y'all driving.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what it sounds like. There's a bunch of females driving going on.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
You think men are better drivers?
I know for a fact men are better
drivers. That is, no, not at all. Y'all are worse than us.
Nikki, it's okay. You can admit it. Men are better drivers than women. Right or wrong?
Oh, that is so wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can drive fast, barely looking. Because I don't see too many men sitting straight up. So that whole leaning to the side thing, and
trying to look all cool, like just stop, put both hands on the wheel, like you ain't even gotta do all that. Driving with your knees.
We got places to be in see, okay. You got places to be in to see, and if you're a real player these days, you know the car drives itself. So what are you talking about?
Oh my goodness! And see, and that's why men are worse drivers than women, because a car can never drive itself to be behind the wheel.
I guess.
Oh my gosh! Well, thank you so much, Miss Nikki, for calling in and sharing my sentiments. You know, coming into my misery, because like I said, misery loves company, and these drivers are crazy. And y'all know, y'all acting like y'all males out here. Don't be mad when you driving. Y'all have some of the biggest road rage that I have ever seen. Yes.
I don't think so, man.
Y'all will get out and shoot somebody. Yes.
I don't believe all
How many women have you seen shoot somebody from road rage? I've seen way more men get out their car and pull out that thing.
I've seen my mom throw a McDonald's bag at a woman before.
See, that's
you know, like that was her road rage, you know, like, oh my God, not my mom. But yeah, that's what she used to be on. So, and to some degree, she still is. And she's a woman. So with that being said, again, I feel like women are definitely way more emotional drivers.
Whatever.
Right,
it is just you. I think it is just you. But I'm going to head to the text line really quick before we head to our break. Kelvin in the text line says, y'all crazy. Living in Milwaukee, you must be cautious. Y'all the perfect example of millennials. Listen, Kelvin, all I'm saying is, yes, in Milwaukee, you do have to be a little bit more cautious. But I'm not talking about that type of cautious. I'm talking about an overly cautious and the speed limit is like 30 and you decide to go 20 miles per hour just because you trying to cruise down Lake Drive. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm talking about. I have to take that street all the time and people literally just act like they have nowhere to be. And you know what I'm talking about too, Kelvin. I don't know why you acting like you ain't never had nobody be overly cautious in front of you and it made you mad. You know what I mean. Yes, you have to be cautious in Milwaukee, but I'm just talking about overall.
He's just not upset because he's a man, and when it comes down to women driving, you guys just get furious. That's why you guys get in the most car accidents.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not even about to entertain that. But what I am going to entertain is this restaurant in Missouri, you guys. They have now set an age limit for certain people, okay? They have started to say, y'all little young kids not coming up in my restaurant. And I really want to know what y'all think about that idea. And should we start implementing that more here in Milwaukee? So keep it locked here, y'all. It is Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, I do not want you to hesitate at all. Make one call, that's all, to Gruber Law Offices, because they will truly take care of the rest. They've been around the community for 35 plus years, but also they've been around helping people, serving people, making sure those who are victims of accidents get what they truly deserve. And what I love about Gruber Law Offices is they truly focus on you healing and them taking care of all the business behind the scenes. And here's the thing, there's no fee. You don't pay any cost for consultation. You don't pay once you call them at all. You do not pay a single penny until they win your case. Get the winning law firm with Gruber Law Offices by calling them today at 414-276-6666. That's 414-276-6666. Or visit them at gruber-law.com. It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they do not have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows patients to come to our clinic regardless of their ability to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
On Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, I am so excited to talk about the different ways that Erie Insurance can help with our community growth, can provide job opportunities from Erie Insurance Corporate, or with our local agency force. I'm really excited about the education of generational wealth in our Black and brown communities and how we are a part of the communities here locally. There's so much more we can be a part of. Listen to me, Fred Johnson, on Diversity and Excellence, powered by Erie Insurance.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at WeEnergies.com. We Energies, people you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Tight dress, money long, it's neon. What the C on? By the bed, that's the only thing I be on. Yeah. I be dripping like some ice cream from Leon's.
Problematic, got the beef, right?
Welcome back, y'all. We just got a really great surprise. Our girl Maya, if y'all remember Maya, she used to be our marketing manager here at The Truth. She was just in the studio. Oh my God. She said, don't be saying my name. Girl, bye. Girl, bye-bye.
It's all right. She can go back to Kentucky.
Why you got your headphones on like that?
You know, I'll be wearing my headphones all the time.
But it make you look like you got the Drewski eyebrow.
For real?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, welcome back, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice. So I want to get into this Missouri restaurant that has set an age limit to dine, but it is at a specific time. But I want to let y'all hear the audio. So DJ Brother Z, let's hit it.
Welcome to Bliss. 2 weeks ago, 36-year-old Marvin Pate and his wife opened their new upscale restaurant near West Florissant and New Halls Ferry Road in North St. Louis County.
It represents pure happiness and pure utopia. It's a home away from home. You could come here and feel like that you were actually on a resort.
Delicious. Jamaican style.
The restaurant's popular West African Caribbean cuisine,
lamb chops ready,
isn't the only hot topic simmering on social media. People can't stop chattering about the age restrictions at Bliss. Women must be at least 30 years old and men 35 to enter the business.
It's just something for the older people to come do and have a happy hour, come get some good food, and not have to worry about some of the young folks that bring some of that drama.
And of course, we have been getting a little backlash, but that's okay because we're sticking to our code.
Everyone who enters the restaurant will have to show their ID to a hostess or a St. Louis County police officer after 7 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday.
He has
a policy that suits the clientele that he's trying to draw in. I think he's on the right track.
Those are younger ones. You could come patronize the business once you turn 30 or 35.
All right, you guys. So you heard it here. This restaurant has set an age limit for their restaurant after 7 p.m. on Wednesday through Sunday. How do y'all feel about it? Do you like this idea? Let us know. 833-212-1017. Me personally, I like the idea. All right. Why? I appreciate an idea like this because adults want places where they can just be adults. You know, they don't have to think about kids, babies screaming. Y'all know y'all don't know how to get y'all kids together in these restaurants. They be screaming, they be crying, they be throwing stuff, they be running around. They just be doing a whole lot, you know. And I know that it only starts at 7 p.m., but some people still bring their kids out at like 9 o'clock sometimes to a restaurant because they ain't got no training. And I just don't think that adults need to be around all of that, especially when it's about happy hour, it's the weekend time. You just want to relax and chill. You don't want to deal with screaming kids and children. Now, for people who are under the age limit, and again, if you guys missed it, they said the new age limit is for 35. If you're under that age limit, y'all don't know how to act sometimes. Like millennials and Gen Z, well, younger millennials and Gen Z, we be creating drama. Okay, we do. We 100% do. We be fighting all the time. We be looking at each other, trying to just start some mess. And I just think that there needs to be places more like that. I really appreciate this idea.
No, I agree with you. You know what?
Oh, you do? I thought you didn't like it.
Well, I mean, okay, you know what? Just the position, right? So, for instance, I don't know what the long-term idea with this restaurant is going to be, you know, because ultimately I think it's one of these things that's actually, you know, could take away from a business, right? Like if your plan and your number one goal is to make money, how are you going to make money as a restaurant if you're not allowing, you know, children to come in, right? So
no, because they'll make more money. They'll make even more money knowing that children and young adults will not be able to come in there because they'll be like, man, this exactly how the conversation gonna go. The girls gonna be in their group chat like, girl, where you trying to go tonight? Fellas gonna be like, hey, bro, what's going on? What you trying to do? Where you trying to go? It was like, you know what? I'm really just feeling like I want to get all cute. I want to get sexy tonight. I want to be all good. You know what I'm saying? I want to go somewhere nice. Let's go to Bliss. Yes, let's go to Bliss because it ain't gonna be no kids, it ain't gonna be no young kids. You know them young kids ain't got no money. I want the men with the money, so let me go with the older crowd because you know that's what these girls be looking for. They want the man with the money. That's why you got to be 35 plus and not 30 plus, like how the women got to be 30 plus. So I think it's gonna make them even more money because it could be like a dating place. You know what I'm saying? Like where you go to meet bachelors or bachelorettes and you know you're trying to find your husband or your wife.
I mean, I guess really ultimately that's why age requirements exist though, right? Because you definitely need age requirements to tailor, you know, specific opportunities for, right? Like again, when we're even talking about when it comes down to driving, like right now you could be 16 years old as long as you didn't, you know, pass your 10th class for driver's class or whatever, you can get out there driving. Not to say that, you know, and I mean ultimately you may not even have, well, I guess you wouldn't have any kind of experience driving beforehand, right? So it's just one of these things that I don't know, man, I think you do need to have some kind of age requirements for for people. Like you need some kind of age requirements for people in regards to this, like you know, Juice, I'm done, bro. I'm done.
You're done with what?
I'm done, bro. All I'm saying is, or trying to say is, I don't know right now.
Oh my God.
I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
See, this is why I told you not to be going out the night before. Because you over here, you at a loss for words.
I really am, because honestly, to me, it sounds ridiculous. Like,
but why does it sound ridiculous?
Because again,
it's only at 7 o'clock. You acting like it's not no other time that there could be kids or young adults in the establishment.
So they're just gonna go ahead and discriminate against a whole group of people?
Yes.
Because like my thing is, I could see if it was like already like Elsa's and some incidents happen to where people under the age of 25 are out here shooting, or people under the age of 25 are out here fighting each and every day. Like, I don't know, man. I do agree with the fact. I'm kind of torn. Like, I'm
what are you torn
right
about?
Now, because on one end, I understand the other side. It's like, go ahead and get all the money you can. Because it's like, okay, look, if I want people who, if I want a man who's 35 years old and a woman who's 30 years old to be able to enter this establishment, you know, we can only suspect that, hey, all these people are here to date. Again, like you said before, if you're a woman out there looking for a man, looking for somebody to join a union with, yeah, you do kind of want somebody who's already established. And typically, if you're 35 years old, your credit's a little bit better, right? You can also, you've experienced life a little bit, and at that time, you're probably more than likely ready to settle down. But at the same instance, the same token, it's kind of like, man, to this business owner, I'm not certain if this business is actually going to last 5 years from now. Because
because they are telling people they can't come at a certain time?
Yeah, because think about this. So at 7 o'clock, right, Friday night, right, what are teenagers to do, all right? What are people, I can't even say teenagers, I'm going to say young folks. Like, you telling me you're getting all this publicity right now, you telling me you're getting all this publicity right now, we're talking about it up here in Wisconsin. They reside down there in Missouri. Down there in Missouri, I believe St. Louis, Missouri.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It started with an F. I couldn't pronounce it, and I didn't want to butcher it.
Okay, but all I'm saying is I think that...
You'd assume it was St. Louis.
A lot of black people stay down there. No, let me stop playing. But no, in all honesty, it's just one of these things. I feel like if you're going to be a smart business owner, you shouldn't discriminate upon age. You should just allow everybody to come in.
No, I 100% disagree with that, because, and I don't think that they're gonna make less money. They're gonna make even more money, because the older people are the ones who tip anyway. Young people don't know how to tip. They'll give you $1, $2, and they order just appetizers. They don't even order full entrees because they can't afford it.
That's kind of my thing, though, Juice. It's kind of, I don't know. End of the day, I think that age requirements are needed, all right, because you do definitely need to differentiate in between each patron. And I'm not even talking about just in restaurants. I'm talking about when it comes down to driving, you need age requirements. I even talk about even when it comes down to music, you need age requirements, because there's other artists out here who are making, you know, very vulgar music. You know, that's why we go and put the parental advisory sticker on the albums. Like, there's a rapper by the name of Sukiyana who I go and say, I detail or title her music as porn rap, right? I say she makes porn rap. She talks about the most heinous of sexual acts, and I believe she truly is a 69 god, okay? And you have to ask yourself, what does it take to be a 69 god? But Sukiyana knows all about it. But all I'm saying is, Sukiyana even goes on to say, look, my music isn't for children. You know, it's actually for adults, because, again, the type of message that I'm putting out there is too mature and vulgar for young kids. So in the instance of this restaurant or whatever, and if the chicken tenders they may serve are too good for children, if the drinks that they serve are just too good for kids to drink on, if they don't got no little lollipops for the kids, then why you even a restaurant business? Like,
dude, that's like saying you think that club should be able to have kids in it just because it's an establishment.
You know what's so funny is, so they'll go and, hey, a kid can't enter a club, right? But I've been seeing more and more kids enter strip clubs, like young men. I can't even say that they're young men, because these kids
under 18?
Be like 9. Oh yeah, they'd be like 9, 8 years old. I think young Miami had brought her son into a strip club, or one of these female rappers brought her son into a strip club so he can get twerked on. And it's one of these ideas where, again, from the outside looking in, this young man looks too young to be inside of a strip club. However, the strip club allows it. Like, you can even go to Magic City down there.
Okay, but he should not be in there. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I'm trying to understand.
Are age requirements really needed?
Yes, they are needed. That ain't who thinks a 9-year-old should be in a strip club? What? No. Ain't nobody who's 9-year-old should be in a strip club. And I just feel like when it comes to a restaurant, and think about it, this restaurant is serving West African and Caribbean cuisine. What, like, 20-year-old, gonna want to go after 7 o'clock on a Saturday to go get some of that type of food? They trying to turn up. They want to go be kicking it, starting trouble with their friends. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but I'm just saying they're young. Dude, it's not every day. It's not every day. It's just when they think it's necessary, from 7 o'clock or starting at 7 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday. I think that's very reasonable. If you want their food ahead of time or before that, you can go in there, make a family date out of it, make it a whole family reunion if you really want to. It looked like they got a lot of space in there. But as far as having a place for adults to just be able to go and chill with other adults who might have a little bit more money, who might be a little bit more established. I think that that's just a win-win. That's just my thoughts. But what are your thoughts, Truth Nation, and all the Juicy Jammers out there? 833-212-1017. Do you think that it's necessary for a restaurant to have an age requirement? I say yes. Benjamin, I guess, is on the fence of it. But we want to hear from y'all. So let us know either in the text and talk line at 833-212-1017 or on YouTube. All right, we will be right back, y'all, with more conversation on the other side. Is Jammin' with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Coming with straight truth.
When we talk about giving more money to these ideas and we are pouring into NPS, sometimes people wonder, is they pouring into a cup with a hole in it? They got raises. We got one of the highest paid superintendents in the state. Where the money going? And not only for NPS, where's all the money going that's coming in to help the city of Milwaukee? Is it being managed correctly? I'm talking about on all sides.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Are you tired of renting and giving money to a landlord? Come to the June 15th event at North Division High School from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. where you can speak to Axe Housing coaches about home ownership, listen to keynote speakers, and meet their banking partners. Get started by going to axehousing.org and clicking on virtual orientation. You can also register for the event there too. Visit axehousing.org today to register. That's axehousing.org. What is at stake for African American voters in this election?
A great deal is at stake. Everything all the progress we've made is at stake. For example, right now we've lowered health care costs. I've been able to walk in and make sure we forgive student debt for people who are struggling to get to school. We provided billions of dollars to HBCUs to give them a fighting chance. We've changed prescription drug costs by allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices so that people on insulin are paying $35 a month instead of $400 a month, and all prescription drugs can be limited to $2,000 a year, even though cancer drugs are $10,000, $12,000, $14,000. We're strengthening Medicare. Look, we stand up for principles. Our democracy is at stake, in fact. Look what he's doing with Putin and with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. Look at him saying, we don't think a country is paying enough for their own defense, then when they get invaded by the Russians or anyone else, that's up to them. We're not going to help. He has a fundamentally different view than the vast majority of Republicans, I might add, in the past, as well as me and the Democratic Party.
To hear more of President Joe Biden's interviews with Sherwin Hughes, visit 1017thetruth.com and find it in the interview podcast tile, or download the 1017 The Truth app today. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Truth Nation, tap into Jammin' with Juice. Yo, I've been jamming with Ben Jammin for a very long time. And now here's your chance to catch Jammin' with Juice live on YouTube. You can also catch a drop of juice on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here. When back then I'll be right there, but I had to little treat myself fair, cause you never could've. And ever since I chose to stay true, say motherfucker me, no motherfucker you. You couldn't trust me, I couldn't trust you, but you never should've.
What's up? Welcome back, y'all. You are Jammin' with Juice. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And I want to let you know about American Family Insurance, because if you didn't know, now you know. Life is better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Since Wisconsin Fest is tomorrow, Zach is like, bro, you really geeked up about this Wisconsin Fest. And I am. Like, it's going to be so fun. We are in a balcony with, I ain't going to say who's going to be with us. I ain't going to say who's going to be with us, but just know, well, what they going, okay.
I'm just saying.
Listen, we got stalkers. Yeah, we telling everybody to come to Beyond the Mic. Come on now. But anyway, before we went to break, y'all, we were talking about this restaurant in Missouri named Bliss. They sell West African and Caribbean cuisine. They have set age limits in their restaurant. After 7 p.m. on Wednesday through Sunday, you have to be 35 plus for men and 30 plus for women. I think that this is a great idea. Ben Jammin is on the fence about it, and I really want to just get into his mind, but I want to know what y'all think, Truth Nation. 833-212-1017. Do you like the idea of a restaurant making it an age limit so adults can just have their adult time? I think it's a good idea. But Ben Jammin, you were saying, we were talking a little bit over the break, and I really just want to understand where you're coming from with this, because it seems like you're very concerned about the money that they're going to miss out on by not having people who are under 30 years old be able to come into their establishments. And you're like, man, what is the point of having an age restriction on a restaurant? Like, that is the dumbest thing that you've ever heard of, correct?
That's actually, quite brash of you, Juice. No, you know what? All I can say is, I feel like there's going to be money left on the table. And I have to go to these text lines really quick, Juice, because somebody on these talking text lines sounds like they're making a lot of sense to your boy Ben Jammin. Okay, and if you want to get your voice heard, all right, make sure that you do text in right now at 833-212-1017. But I'm going to go to my boy P. Hank, all right? And I ain't talking about Tom Hanks. I'm talking about P. Hank. This person goes on to say, look, if turned away from the restaurant because you don't meet the age requirement, you're not a 30-year-old woman, all right, and you're not a 35-year-old man, they might miss out on lots of money. And that's all I'm concerned about. I'm really concerned about the dollar. Like, can you imagine being a restaurant owner, actually just open up your first brick and mortar? You got all the cooks in the back. Everything's going and going and going. And then somebody hits you on the shoulder and be like, bro, we need to do an age requirement. Like, how does that conversation even go? Is it because you feel that people younger than 30 don't tip? Or is it more so you're trying, because it all comes down to
young people bring trouble. They literally said that. They bring drama, they bring trouble, they be fighting, they be trying to shoot each other, and they don't want that drama at their establishment. And I think that's a good idea. I can't be mad at them for that. Yes. How many restaurants and establishments have you heard of that have gotten shut down because of some drama that went down inside or in front of their business? I can name a whole lot here in Milwaukee, and I ain't gonna put them on Front Street like that, but there are a lot of places like that.
I mean, you know what? When you do put it that way, Juice, you know what? I can agree, man. I think.
Wow. Really?
For real, because honestly, for a food restaurant, for me, it sounds ridiculous. But when you talk about other things in regards to, like, even the presidency, right? Being the president, I feel like there needs to be an age limit on that.
There is. You saying like a cap?
A cap.
Oh, okay.
You know, like you can't be the president past 65 or something. Like, I think that should be actually put in law. You know, I think that, you know, when it comes to even the music that is consumed, especially because it's just so free of hand, it's just at the tip of your fingers, I think there should be more regulations on that. But if we start regulating just restaurants all the time, I don't know what how that'll drive our society. Like, I don't know how Leave needs to actually erect an age limit, an age restriction.
I could tell you a couple places. Ooh. And I could start with Bradford Beach.
Oh my God.
Bradford Beach for sure needs to have an age requirement.
I mean, a beach is a place for the kids, though. Like, what?
Okay, you could be there with I'm saying you either have to be of a certain age you need to have parental guidance. Yes, they've done it in the malls, which they should have, because I remember when I was in the mall that one time that all them kids stormed into Mayfair Mall and created just a whole lot of chaos. It was crazy up in there. So I definitely think it needs to be some parental guidance involved or have an age limit on Bradford Beach. And I really think that could be a conversation for a whole other day, because it's getting warm out, and we all know the drama that comes with these kids going to Bradford Beach without their parents.
What about restaurants?
What about restaurants? Any restaurants here?
Yeah, that you say needs to have a specific age limit. Like a Lord. They got wings, kind of a bar.
I mean, but they're like a bar type of establishment. I'm talking about like a regular restaurant. Because
I mean, Elsa's? Would you say Elsa's needs an age limit?
I'm surprised they haven't started an age limit. Elsa's be trying to be fancy, okay? I'm trying to think of another age limit. Like, it's not like we saying Wendy's or McDonald's, bro. Like, it's just a specific restaurant. Like,
see, and if we do age limits, like I'd actually throw an age limit on McDonald's. Like, I'd throw an age limit on Wendy's. Like, I truly would. So
you would put an age limit on them places where they actually have kid meals, but not this restaurant that just wants older people in there late at night?
Yeah, because ultimately, look, that restaurant Bliss that we're talking about down there in Missouri, it hasn't aged well. I mean, it's just started. So when it comes down to a McDonald's, bro, yeah, it just needs to start being an age requirement. But honestly, I'm not talking about for the kids that come in there for the Happy Meals. I'm talking about the workers. I'm talking about the employees. Okay, because I'm starting to believe that a lot of these people who do work customer service, especially because they're just kids, they don't give a damn about people. So the customer service just is so poor now these days, especially when it comes down to you going through the drive-through, all right? They damn near always mess up your order. It's just one of these things where I feel like we need to have actually older people working in fast food, you know?
Dog, why would older people want to work in fast food? They want real, like, careers that can make them hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, honestly, fast food workers should be younger kids, because those are the ones in high school who just need little jobs on the side, get some money while they still in high school, college, or whatever, and be building up their stuff. I don't think older people should. I don't know about that one.
I kind of prefer it. There's a gentleman who greets me at Arby's all the time, and he's probably about like 45, and he says, "Hey, how you doing?" Talks to me like I'm just a human being. But when it's just that young fresh meat, fresh meat who just hit
it builds character.
It does build character, but they don't have no character built yet, Juice.
But maybe that's why they need to, because that's why they need to work there, because they will soon build that character.
Or maybe
we can't just make them not do it just because they don't have it.
Maybe we just need an age restriction and just let them know you're restricted from work until you figure out exactly how you can build that character. Because again, I don't know, man, Juice. When it comes down to just age restrictions, there are places that do need age restrictions. And Truth Nation, what Milwaukee restaurant do you feel needs some kind of age restriction? Okay, call in right now, 833-212-1017.
Eddie said that Elsa's needs an age restriction, and Leon said there needs to be an age limit for Upper Yard. Have you been there? Upper Yard?
No, I've never been to Upper Yard. No.
I've been there.
Wait, that's a Jamaican restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been there a couple times. I haven't dined inside, though. I've only really ever taken my food to go in those places. But I wonder what Snoop Dogg would do.
You wonder what Snoop Dogg would do?
I do. I think Snoop Dogg would love if he had. Actually, I think Snoop Dogg wouldn't love if there was an age requirement on his concerts.
I mean, really, at a Snoop Dogg concert, it's like a bunch of weed there. It's a bunch of weed. There's a bunch of weed clouds. And I don't know if you need the age restriction at a Snoop Dogg concert.
I think there is, though. Potawatomi don't play.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, Truth Nation, now's your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the one and only Snoop Doggy Dogg. Be calling number. Today I won't speak in Spanish.
Thank you. Please don't.
Be calling number 6 at 833-212-1017. That's call number 6 at 833-212-1017 for your chance to see Snoop Dogg at the Potawatomi Amplified Concert Series on Saturday, June 15th. One night only, and only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. Get tickets at paysbig.com. Call right now and be call number 6 to win these tickets.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Truth Nation, it is the effective communication coach, Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez. Look, y'all, I got to let you know that the best morning show on planet Earth is now streaming live on YouTube every weekday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yes, Truth Telling Hits with Tellez and Truth Swiping are coming at you live and in color every weekday on YouTube. So go to YouTube right now to subscribe to 1017 The Truth and watch Tellez and I do our thing and get your morning started off right. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream. Sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
So we do have a drug take-back box at Outreach Community Health Centers. So if people have medications at their home that they want to get rid of, they could bring it to our pharmacy and we'll dispose of it for them. Anything that's not being used, anything that's kind of out of date, even antibiotics, any other medications, definitely it's better to safely dispose of it, and definitely don't flush it down the toilet because that puts it back into our drinking water supply. So
why is that a bad thing, Annie? Why do we not want to flush our medication?
Yeah, so it contaminates our drinking water. It contaminates our waterways, so our rivers and lakes don't benefit from all of those medications entering into the water supply. And we don't also enter. We have great drinking water in the city of Milwaukee, but they can only filter out so many of the pharmaceuticals. So it was, as much as we can to reduce the pharmaceutical supply in our drinking water, we'll all be better off.
The biggest names in the basketball world.
Dame, Dollar, Lillard.
Having fun and honest conversations.
He puts it in the shoe, right? And sets the tone for brothers and sisters and family.
Every week, Thanasis Adetokounmpo sits down with special guests on Thanalysis Show. Presented by Carbless Ready-to-Drink Cocktails.
Fantastic.
Find Thanalysis Show on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And on YouTube by searching Thanalysis Show.
Like I'm Hulk.
It's almost time for Milwaukee's Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Don't miss Kegla, Lil Tecca, Ken Carson, plus Juicy, Big X the Plug, Bryson Tiller, and more. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Congratulations to LaToya on winning a pair of tickets. Actually, the final pair of tickets that we're giving away on this show to go see Snoop Dogg and Dogg, the legendary hip-hop artist Snoop Dogg.
Snoop D-O-double-G.
Yes, live at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Saturday, June 15th. Tune in to Jammin' with Juice every day, all right? Because we just might give something else away.
I think we are giving something else away. Next week, though, make sure you guys are listening we want you to listen all the time. All right, we want you to listen all the time to Jammin' with Juice. But next week, we are going to be giving away some special wristbands and tickets to a couple of shows that are going to be at Summerfest. So make sure you guys are listening for that. I don't know if I can announce what artists we're giving the tickets away.
Age restrictions?
Yes, they do. I actually had wrote that down before. They need some age restrictions because people be fighting. People be fighting at State Fair. I know you've been to State Fair and they be cutting up over there in the what's that section called with all the rides?
Spin City.
Yes. Oh my God. All the fights that happen in Spin City, I would never want to take my kids. I would never want to take them. And maybe towards at nighttime. Again, it usually be at nighttime or in the evening time or on the weekends when these young kids come in to State Fair and be cutting up. Like, they cut up. So I do not blame Bliss, the restaurant in Missouri that has age limits, to to dine there, I don't blame them at all. Get your money from people who actually gonna spend it and actually appreciate your establishment and want to actually tip you, and let them young people come before 7 o'clock. You've made it plain and clear and simple that this is the time that you can come if you are not of this age, and that's just that.
Yeah, I think eventually it'll fall off.
I don't think so.
I think it will, man. Like, look at Kiss Ultra Lounge. That used to be a spot to go and hang out at, right? I remember a bunch of rappers used to go there.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, no more Kiss Ultra Lounge.
I wonder why. Was it a bunch of young kids coming in there? I believe so.
I mean, 25 was the age limit, you know.
Okay, you think 25. Like, think about who's 25 now. Where was you at just yesterday and you saw a whole bunch of 25-year-olds?
Where was I at? Where was I at yesterday?
Yeah, you know exactly where you was at. You even said, oh, it was a lot of young kids in there. Yes, it was a lot of young kids up in there. You did. You did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, they were all adults just kicking in, doing what they do.
Okay, they could be adults, but they are young adults, and they be cutting up. That's all I'm going to say.
I know you've met some 40-year-olds before who look 40 but act like they're 18.
Oh, of course. Of course. You got a couple people out of the bunch who will do that. That's a fact.
Do we not need to start restricting people upon their mental age? You know, like if your mental development hasn't grown, like maybe
I wish you could measure that. I really do wish you could measure it, because if we could measure your actual brain development and how mature you are through your brain development, I think a lot of things will be cut out of a lot of stuff.
Bro, that'd be funny.
Are you mature enough to drink? I don't know.
Right. That'd be hilarious.
Ooh, I almost said something real crazy.
That'd be hilarious, because like ultimately that'd just be a whole new way of calling people stupid. You know, like, oh my God, your brain hasn't developed.
I mean, no, for real. And you walk around knowing what your brain development is and what percentage it's at. Like, that would be kind of dope, low key.
It would be. I mean, again, I guess you'd only kick it around people that is, like, have the same level of IQ as you. You know, that's part of me being a sapiosexual anyway.
Nah, you should. I think you should be around people who are at higher levels and lower levels.
I think you should be, but I'm just saying, if you could actually like have a brain meter, stupid, smart.
I wonder what yours would say.
In between. No, it probably tell y'all that I'm the smartest man alive.
Hey, you know,
I'm out here like Terrence Howard.
Ben Jammin is about to be the president in what, 2052?
2052, vote for me.
All right.
President Hooks.
Well, thank y'all so much for tapping in to Jammin' with Juice all week long while we gave away these Snoop D.O. Double G tickets. Hopefully y'all have a great time next week Saturday. And if you want to pick up your tickets, like we said, if you didn't get our pair of tickets here, you didn't win them, and you want to purchase them, just go to paysbig.com, y'all.
Paysbig.com.
I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. That has been Jammin'. Sip on that, y'all. Tori Lowe Show is up next.
Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has